I even remember the name of the apartment complex. It was called Chippenham Place Apartments on the south side of Richmond. It was on so the apartments were built on an Indian burial ground. So
Mm,
like that shit was like very, very haunted. Like
that
there
was
was
like Amityville horror stuff.
yeah,
Damn.
it was scary as hell. Like there used to be ghosts that would come down the hallway before my mom did, and we knew my mother was coming down the hall because we would see the lady first. Like she always came first.
Man,
Like
why I ain't
we,
never seen no
I
ghost,
wonder
man?
why.
Y'all
Why
just
was
get to
she
see
coming
stuff.
before your mother?
I thought I used to always think that maybe she was like my mother's guardian angel or something like that because she would always come first, and she didn't scare me. Like when I
Mm.
saw her, it didn't freak me out.
How old were you?
I was probably like 12, 13.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, then you knew you read it. You was because I feel like when you're a child, you can read the energy better.
Like, yeah. She used to like it was wild. Like she would always come down the hallway right before my mother did. One of my cousins lived with us at the time. She used to see her too, and we just got used to it after a while. We would see the lady, and then we would look at each other and be like, "Here come my mom." She would say, "Here come dad," and slowly but surely, my mom would be right behind her. But my mother never saw her.
The way people of color just be cohabitating with ghosts is funny to me.
Like she
Like
never
we got
saw
used to it.
I feel crazy though that I've never seen anything. So it's just like I want to low key. Like
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Because certain shit will freak you out.
You do. I keep telling him no, he don't. He keeps saying that. You better stop saying
Mm,
that, John, bro.
I'm
It ain't
telling you,
go.
I'm gonna be the first nigga
It's
to square
not
up with a
go.
ghost.
It ain't gonna be what you think it gonna be.
I'm gonna be the first nigga to
mm,
square
see,
up with a ghost. Like, what's happening?
It ain't
like
gonna be.
for
And you,
me, the lady didn't freak me out because, like I said, I figured she was like her guardian angel or something. Because like it never freaked me out, but I used to see shit that freaked me out. Like it was like so. My aunt lived in a house that was haunted. There was a lady that used to be at her back door. Like so, she had like a one of those glass, doors in the at the back door. So if you left it open at night, this lady would come and look through the glass. Like she'd be on her hands and knees in the backyard looking through the glass. And me and all my cousins saw this lady before, and she used to scare the shit out of us. I don't know why she would do that, but she would just be randomly right there, like
he said
yo,
the way that you so polite, this lady.
yeah, we didn't know who she was. Like we had no clue. Like we didn't know of any prior people who lived there before my aunt. But we used to just see this lady like all the time. She freak us out. Like,
Especially on her hands and knees. I knew.
yep, she'd be on her hand on all fours, just looking through the glass. Like, I remember the first time we saw her, scared the shit out of all of us. And I think we didn't go over my aunt's house for a good little while after that.
I would have never went back.
We didn't want to be over there because we was afraid we was
But
gonna see it that night.
I used to see this like figure, because I ain't gonna say it was a person, in my grandma's house. And I used to stop. That's what made me stop going over there. Like I literally live right there. I live a couple of feet away from her, and I don't go to her house.
Wow, that shit must have been freaky as hell for you not to even go over there.
I ain't know the last time I've been inside her house, and
Wow.
I ain't lying. I ain't been in her house in so
If
long.
if it happens one day, I'm gonna come back and tell you y'all right. I said the way I see that.
If you come back,
Hopefully you don't get like you don't
hopefully
encounter
you
like
come
a
back.
poltergeist or something. Like well, hopefully you just see like a spirit like I did, that didn't bother you
Yeah, the
or
spirits
doesn't.
just spirits just be wrong.
But I always got like I'm such a logical mind, so I always
Also,
feel like
sometimes
there's an explanation for everything.
not for them stuff. It ain't. Also, it might be like you said. The lady used to come before your mama. It was just
Yeah,
one lady though. I used
yeah.
to see different ghosts. I've never seen the same thing. I never seen the same ghost one
more than
time.
once. Yeah.
So I kind of feel like it was like, and then I used to see a lot of I would, my family would die. I would have a dream about somebody dying. They would die. I would go to the funeral, and then I would see their spirit. So it could have been like they like maybe like I was a doorway for spirits to pass through or something like that. So I would see them. That's why I feel like the reason why I feel like that is because I never saw the same one twice, except the evil ones are the ones that be repeating.
Mm-hmm.
Them the ones that you be seeing all the time. But I never seen like the same like spirit. Because I don't call the evil thing spirit.
Mm-hmm.
A figure, an entity, something.
Yeah. No, so we used to see a lot of shit in them apartments. Like that same cousin. So at the time when I was living in these apartments, I had a lot of different family members on my stepdad's side of the family who also lived there in those apartments. So the cousin that was staying with us, they used to see the lady too. The reason why they started staying with us is because they used to see like fucked up shit in their house. Like like one time she was taking a shower in her house and her boyfriend came home and there was a dude sitting on the couch when he came through the front door. So he went to the bathroom and knocked on the door and was like, Nick, who the hell is this dude in our living room right now? And Nikki was like, AJ, what are you talking about? There ain't nobody here. There's no one in this house right now but me and you. He was like, no, it's a fucking dude sitting on the couch right now. Like, who the fuck is that? So
Not the ghost star in drama.
he went back into the living room to go see the who it was, and she came out. They go in there, he won't there no more. And they didn't hear the front door open. And like Chippenham Place Apartments, the front doors was like these giant doors, like big ass, like metal doors. So if somebody opened and closed one, you would know. Because the shit had like a thing where it would close on its own. Like you open it and it was heavy as fuck and closed by itself. So if somebody was actually there and left, you would have heard them. And so they was freaked the fuck out and they stopped staying at their apartment for a while. And they came and lived with us. But they never really, we never,
Sometimes you can't leave, they don't go with you.
That's
yeah,
creepy.
You
we
got to
never
get
really,
rid of them junk.
yeah, we never really encountered like anything horrible in that apartment except for my mother swears up and down, swore up and down because she passed away in 2017 from cancer. But she told us one time she thinks she saw the devil like in our hallway in those apartments. Like she said, the room got extremely cold and she couldn't speak, but she said she knew that it was the devil. I'm like, that shit. I'm glad I didn't see that because I probably would have been freaked out for the rest of my life after
I,
that.
I want to see if Satan really like how everybody say he is.
She said he had what is it, the hooves for feet, and like his legs were kind of hairy, like a goat's legs.
Like Krampus.
She said that's exactly what he looked like. He had the long, long ass fingernails and the horns on his head. She said she said a prayer and the room warmed up after she said the prayer and he disappeared.
Oh, snaps.
Mm-hmm.
I was young when I used to see those. Like I feel like it be happening at like the same age sometimes for people, but I always kind of saw stuff, but like it got like bad when I probably was like 12. I was like 12 years old. It was happening a lot. My family used to say, those demons, you're not supposed to be seeing spirits. You're not supposed to be, that stuff not supposed to be happening. You better pray it away. And I did. It didn't go away completely, but like it did. it did. It went from me visibly seeing them to me feeling them.
Okay, so they were out of sight, but you still knew they were there.
Yeah, but I
Is
would
that
much.
worse?
Yeah, to me, I would much rather see it because then you think you crazy because it's like, wait,
Yeah.
like what just happened? But recently, I'll say when I became friends with Van, it started happening again. So now I done seen a little child running through here one time. Heard I be hearing stuff. I done something that happened where I was in my room and I was saging and I was like release all negative energy, release all energy that's not supposed to be in here. And then something just was twisting the knob on my door real fast. I opened the door. I'm like, hold up, like what going on? I'm thinking it's my mama. I'm like, Mom, you just now was at my door. She like, no. I'm like, you sure you was just at my door? She like, no. I'm like, oh, I just now did I guess a spell. Cause I feel like everything you do spiritually, anything you say spiritually is a spell. But I said, I just now uh asked for all of the negative energy to leave my room. And she like, well, it left your room.
Mm-hmm. And it was trying to leave. Whoever was in there was trying to get out. That's
but,
crazy.
but yeah. Yeah, but you don't want to see it though, right?
Yeah, you don't. Like it's not. It ain't. It's not fun when you see shit like that.
And you don't get to do like how people be saying, like when a person and their family die, I wish I could see them again. You don't. Sometimes you'll get stuff that will pretend to be that person to
Mm-hmm.
gain your trust,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got your body, and you and
You
never
stay.
anybody know
If you dead, stay dead. I don't want you. Don't come back.
exactly. Stay there, stay right where you supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool.
I prefer to see my people in my dreams because I see my mom in my dreams. One of my cousins passed away too from cancer, and I used to see him a lot in my dreams after the fact, after he died. Um, I
See
don't
this.
really see him as much
Seeing it
now.
before is wild. Seeing people before they die is a burden because you see it and you think like, dang, was I supposed to like stop it? Was I supposed to like do something? There's no instructions and you don't know it's about to happen. It's just you have a dream and it's a regular old dream and then something happened to them.
I'd be creeped out. Like
Yeah,
that is a heavy weight
it's
to carry.
heavy. It's a
Yeah,
burden. It's like, what am I supposed to do? You always feel like you missing something.
yeah. I can honestly say I've never had dreams like that where I've seen somebody die and then they die because that shit would mess me up.
I
Like I'd
started
be,
knowing, like my mama would be like, I would be waking up, she would be talking on the phone, they'd be talking about somebody died, and I'd be like, oh, such and such died. And she like, yeah, how you know? I dreamed about it.
yeah, no, I wouldn't
I
want
haven't even
that.
had dreams like that. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to have them a lot when I was younger, but they slowed down. The last person that I dreamed about was my grandma, my daddy, mama, and that was a lot. Yeah, it is.
it's a lot. It is. That's crazy.
only reason I think I want to see something is maybe then I'll believe.
Yeah, you don't have a
That's
belief
the
because
same thing India said.
Cause like I 100% believe that y'all saw what y'all saw,
hmm
but as another part of me, there's this like it's not real because I've never seen it. It's not tangible. I can't, it's
yeah,
not first
yeah,
thing. But I'm not gonna discredit somebody else's
Hmm.
experience. So I can't say that it didn't happen to you. So I believe that you saw it, but at the same time, it's like I never saw nothing.
And yeah, everybody won't. But I've seen some stuff and I don't believe every single thing um that we're taught spiritually and stuff like that either. In the religion and stuff. I've seen a lot of things, and that don't make me believe in the teachings that I've learned over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I
we were
still
taught.
question a lot of stuff, even though I know that the spirit realm exists.
Yeah,
We were taught a whole bunch of BS growing up, especially in the church.
Yeah.
I was
That
thinking the
was
same thing.
that's why I'm at the point that I am now, because I still do believe that there is a God, but
Mm-hmm.
I just believe that what we were taught was bullshit.
Yeah, I believe that
Right.
it's a God too. I think the things that we were taught is like it's offensive against God.
You
I'm
know,
very skeptical about a lot of stuff that's in the Bible because a lot of it doesn't make sense. There's a lot of plot holes.
It's contradicting.
and the people sit there will argue you down about it. They sit there and say that there is no plot holes because this point and this point, I'm just like, no, that doesn't make sense though. Do you realize how the Bible was made? And now that I'm doing the studies with the guys who Bible, I'm seeing like people literally voted back in the day. Important people of the times voted what was supposed to be in the Bible and what was not supposed to be in the Bible. And usually when you think about stuff like that, it's based upon what was happening at the time.
Mm.
Women shouldn't be leaders because women wasn't leaders back then. So people vote on it now, then the Bible will look totally different than it did back then.
They
So
still do that. They still change it. But people really be believing like God, like everything in the Bible, God told people to write. Like God said that. That's what they like. That man ain't said that to you.
Right.
Why you believe he said that?
it reminds me of the Mormon people. I'm not making fun of y'all, but if you ever watched that South Park episode, they're like, it was really true. Like they literally believe John Smith went up, talked to God, and then he came back with his writings or whatever. He wrote some stuff down, and the people didn't believe him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he gave him the writings or whatever, and it's like, if this is true, then God will give you the same exact message again. So go back to wherever you went to, and God gonna talk to you. He came back, and it was different than what the ones that they had already. And he was like, God gave me a different message this time.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't even no good test. Like that's not even no good test. Because I feel like God literally would give you a different message. Like I feel like God would like give you a different message than the last time. Because how you gonna tell somebody I don't believe you? Like I ain't trying to say you're supposed to believe him, but let that nigga prove that he real. But like, are you nigga? I'm God.
I just can't
I'm
imagine
not
sitting
about to
there.
do that.
I just can't imagine sitting there believing that. Like, I don't know.
Even
I think that
after
I believe there's a God, but I believe that there's also part of me starting to think that there's a hierarchy. Like there's other ones. Maybe he's just the God of this point, because to believe that there's life on other planets, like this is your section, and I honestly think that we the laughing stock of the
for
of the
sure.
hierarchy. Like, so what did your people do? So they just created time travel and what do people do? They fighting over oil and food.
Mm-hmm.
100% we the laughing stock. But that's because who in charge?
Right. Because people always say, why don't aliens visit us? Because they see what the fuck we down here doing. They don't want to be in this shit.
That's because of the niggas who in charge.
Mm-hmm.
It's like y'all still fighting each other. How y'all gonna fight another planet if y'all still fighting each other? Like y'all still arguing with each other. Y'all can't even get along.
Right.
They don't, and it's crazy. That's exactly what they don't want us to get along.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're not only are y'all fighting each other, but y'all are doing this on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if it really does, like a alien decided to come over, take over? They could be less technologically advanced than us, but they would beat the hell out of us.
Yep.
Because
any little thing that came and tried to take over would.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we're not gonna stand against each other. One side of the country gonna be like, bomb them all. The other country Let's just go talk to them and make peace. Other people
Yeah.
gonna be arguing.
We're not gonna be on the
Somebody
same
gonna the alien come down, somebody gonna come and somebody gonna be on their side and tell them everything they need to know about us. It's gonna be
Exactly.
so many people that do that. Like, I'm on your side. I was waiting for somebody to come over here. Let me tell you what these niggas been doing over here. They gonna
It
tell
would not.
everything.
It would not be hard to conquer the human race. It would be very easy.
Yep.
Because people
All you gotta
so
do is show.
dumb.
I promise you, the alien would just have to show up and stand there, and this is gonna we gonna tell everything. Somebody gonna tell. Somebody gonna try to shoot it. Just like
Somebody gonna try to shoot it. And he gonna laugh at them bullets like,
Yeah,
you
it's
thought
gonna be
he was gonna kill me?
some nigga gonna try to steal the spaceship.
Sell it.
Yeah.
like y'all wild. I think he would just take off out of and start laughing. Be like,
I
y'all
think
got.
I really and truly think they would be amused.
Yeah.
You can only be amused at humans because of the dumb stuff that we do.
For real.
Yeah.
It's only a
That's why they
select
won't
few
come
of
here.
us that are smart enough to actually understand that this to see through the bullshit, that this is not right. Like, this is insanity. We are
Yeah.
still fighting over food and oil. We have literally enough food to feed everybody on the planet, and we arguing over it.
Yeah.
Still arguing over it. World hunger could end today. All the output just by America's food supply. We throw away enough stuff every day. But why are we throwing stuff away when people are hungry in other countries? People hungry here too. Why are people hungry here?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they wanted to be because of classism.
Yep.
It's just
Because
dumb,
of the
man.
hierarchy. But do you think, you say you think there's a hierarchy? You think human, like, they emulating the hierarchy, but do you think they doing it wrong?
Which means
Like, over here, it's a hierarchy. In this on Earth, there's a hierarchy too, and it's every country has their own set of rules or whatever, but
right.
their idea of being in power is hoarding resources for themselves and not giving people who they feel are inferior any resources. That's their idea of being at the top. But do you think there's a right way to have a hierarchy?
I wouldn't think it would really be a hierarchy. It'd be more of a learning where people fit in, you know? Like we talked about before, not everybody's gonna be the king. Not everybody's gonna be that, you know, but you have to accept your status, and it's not putting something beneath you, because if we all function as one, you know, both arms are important. Just because you're on this side, you're still important. You just gotta stay being the arm. You still gotta reach out and get the stuff we need you. We need to
But that's what I mean. They treat the people that they see as workers as trash. Like, they don't need us. They literally are trying to get rid of us.
they are totally 100% doing it wrong. That's not how a real hierarchy works. Somebody needs to be the one, people like that are in control, you know, making stuff happen. But it's just as important for the people beneath. But one can't work without the other. Right. And I'm not saying that but you also need to focus on giving people something to live off of, living wages and stuff like that. Poverty should not exist. Like, it just shouldn't exist. It doesn't make sense. And everybody,
it shouldn't even really be a currency. It should just be, we all do our part, and like we all are able to we have access to everything, the healthcare, food, water, everything that we need to live.
I think everybody is fearful of the technology, but best case scenario with technology, people won't need to work anymore. We'll have things to do stuff for us. So in a society like that, we just live. We do for each other, you know? We focus on making our lives better, but everybody's scared of it. It's the worst thing ever. Like,
I think people scared of it because it's presented as it's gonna replace you. It's gonna replace y'all. Y'all not gonna be able to make money. You know that's all people know how to do. That's all they know how to do: work and make money. So it's like, what do we do?
I feel like we need to have an understanding that, like you said, the currency should be non-existent.
Yeah.
Once, because really, you think about it, if you have, what are we gonna need for once robots are doing everything that we can do? The technology is, don't fear it. We need to embrace it because that's the future. It's coming. It's coming.
They
But
also
what do we
think that
do?
robots gonna take over the world too, like on the
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, they're scared of that.
I think
They-
that's the realest part of it is the realization that the technology will realize how stupid you are
Mhm.
and how inferior we are.
Yeah, that's
And
what that's what
that's
they
the real.
that's what they
It's a
fear.
legitimate. I understand, but it's not going to work like that. They're not. I don't see them
I
doing
think it
that.
also depends on how you handle that too.
Like
I
they
feel
like scientists would be very, very dumb to create any kind of, you know, robot or something like that that is smart enough to know that it can take over. Like if you create something that smart and then you have like a whole, I don't know, a whole fleet of them.
I
Like
think
they would,
scientists are pretty dumb.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, they would
I
definitely do
think that
something.
they are so smart to they're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a thing. Like they're dumb. They are dumb.
They really are. Because they are gonna. The crazy thing is, they are gonna one day create robots that are smart enough to take over this whole damn planet.
And I think that's
I
what
think
people scared of.
I think
Mm-hmm.
the more likely thing to happen is the AI is not going to do it, but they're going to blame it on the AI. It's going to be some stupid scientist who's going to do that on purpose.
Create
Mm-hmm.
one
Oh,
to
it's
destroy people.
it,
Exactly.
it's
But that's what
and
I
it's gonna,
mean.
it's gonna do it on purpose. The computer it did it by itself.
But
Yeah,
that's what I mean. The like, and that's what I mean by human nature is to destroy stuff. They get these ideas. Is they play this we're more important game. Let's wipe out all of the people that are not important. They're a waste of space. We don't need them anymore. Let's create something to wipe them out, type of
mm-hmm.
thing. That's why I was asking if you think they're doing the hierarchy wrong, because the goal is always to destroy what we don't need. We don't need that. Let's destroy it. Let's destroy what's in our way. Let's destroy what we don't need.
Yeah.
I I wish that the next evolution would be that we weed out those people that crave power and stuff like that to the
Mm-hmm.
point where they will be like the village outcast. You know, because I feel like we never could fully get rid of them. And then, somebody comes up, I'm going to take over. We all look at them and be like, ah! And keep doing what we doing. Be like,
Yeah, that would be ideal, but you always gonna have the fool that want the power hungry fool and the people that are willing to follow.
that willing to follow them.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
always gonna have that
That's
because
crazy.
fear rules. Fear literally runs this world. It literally does. People running off of fear. Every move that they making is off of fear, self-preservation, and they think it's somebody gonna take their place. So we gotta do this, we gotta do that to get rid of them because they can't take my place. Because I gotta stay on top. Because if we had to switch places, they could never do what we do.
We are meant to progress as people. We're meant to keep growing. So if you relegate yourself to that one space, then that means you're not ready to advance.
I
You know,
hope
you're
the next evolution separates us. I don't even want to be in a space where we have to go through that all over again and weed out people. Like, just push them niggas in the corner, let them destroy each other. And the people who actually want to work together, let us do that.
Yeah.
I honestly think that might be the only way.
That's the
Is
only
for us
way.
like-minded people to be like, look, y'all dumb. Y'all want to fight? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Kill each
Right.
other. Here's the nukes. Here's the nukes. Kill each other for all of y'all, for all we can.
Get out the way,
We
but
not,
I hope they get their wish.
Yep.
I
it's
hope
just
they are able to see what it's like to live without the inferior.
Mm-hmm.
they would die. They would die. They can't survive without with so-called inferior people. We need each and every person, every job. We're all important to each other. This is our ecosystem, but you want to take out one side of the ecosystem and make them feel less than, so they suffer. But you still need them people. Just like they try to do the maze and stuff real bad. You need them though. Let them go on strike. Y'all be bitching and complaining. A lot of y'all don't even know how to make a sandwich by yourself.
Right.
You ask the billionaires and stuff how much milk costs. They don't even know.
They're gonna spend a whole lot of time saying, I'm not doing this. I'm too good for that. Well, I ain't doing it. I'm too good for it too.
I think
they're gonna die talking about that.
Honestly, my prediction for the next 50 years is we're gonna have a civil war, and it's gonna be the rich versus the poor. And I actually rather it be that way, where the rich try to, but it's crazy though, because I feel like some poor people would do what you said and would go over there. They over there. They about to attack y'all tomorrow.
There are people who literally cannot exist without somebody telling them what to do. They don't know what to do.
Yes.
So they follow, like, and you know how huge of the population that is. Because if you think about it, the only people who really know who really kind of got the right idea about how the world is supposed to run is the outcasts. The ones that's going in the opposite direction and the ones that's going in the same direction, it's a whole lot more of them.
I wish that we could, like, society-wise, I wish that, and I want to create our own country type thing, you know, like, look, it's gonna be hard to do it, but you know, the guy sent you Killer Mike. He had a show on Netflix, and he did that. Like, he created his own country inside of it, but like, we're different. You know, like, we are like-minded people. Like, it's something that can be done, but people would be afraid to step out and do that. Well, we need the government. No, you don't.
The only people that would do that is the outcasts, really.
I'll be 100%. There's a new country, and it's real. Like, people are like, see y'all later. I'm not beholden to America in no way.
We used to talk about this stuff with India. She was like, well, we need to move to another place. And I'm always going to give you a challenge to face, because it's always going to be one. It's always going to be one. You move to another country, we go over there and we like, okay, this is our land. You just like the colonizers.
Yep.
You ain't no different from them. It's literally like, it ain't no way, unless like we said, unless the new system is just we separate from the very beginning.
It's crazy. That's what Malcolm X was talking about back in the 60s. Was, look, we have our own America and y'all have your own side. We be all right.
That's why they took them out.
But they're not gonna do that. You know why? Our America is gonna be better than theirs.
Oh, I guarantee you. I guarantee.
So they never gonna do that for that reason. They know
that'll be the end of the argument. They should do an experiment like that though, on a small scale, just to show them, oh, because black people just mess up the neighborhoods. Give us the same resources and everything that y'all got, and let's see who comes out better. I guarantee you, every time, 10 times out of 10,
and also completely take their influence out of our houses. Completely take their influence out of our houses, because you're not gonna act like they don't influence that stuff for black people to mess up the neighborhoods and all of the stuff that goes on. It's your influence that does it. Like, y'all are doing this on purpose and then trying to make it seem like it's us.
Living in LA, seeing how they gentrify LA now is crazy to me, because I saw how it looked in the 90s. To see y'all changing this now tells me that y'all could have did it before. Y'all could have cleaned up before. Y'all choose to because the white people coming now. But it could have been cleaned up. Now y'all got street sweepers and stuff. Now the gangs is moving out. They literally moved the whole gang from one city to another. Like the Jordan Downs, they moved them from LA. What's the Jordan Downs? If somebody in the comments tell me if I'm wrong. They moved them from LA to Victorville. I know it might have been the Jordan Downs, it might have been another one, but So all the gang people that were living there moved from one area to the other. They didn't stop gangbanging. It is like, no, we don't want y'all here. We're gonna get y'all out of here so that we can move the white people in.
But it feels like they do it on purpose. They put
They
us
do.
they put us in a space, we destroy it. Then they come and clean it up, and then they move in and make us move out of it.
They make us destroy it by not giving us resources, by making us fight against each other because we don't minimize. And I think our parents' generation is fully responsible for that mindset because it was that individualism. Everything's about us. Forget them. Oh, them, Kiki over there got them badass kids.
They so
Fuck with-
judgy. That generation is
yeah,
so judgy.
it's
And
like,
if
damn.
you're a bad person, so you don't deserve to sit next to me, type of thing.
Yeah.
Who are you?
And you judging those kids or whatever like that, and you don't. And the fact is, even if you don't say it to them, they feel that energy. So just like, well, fuck you too, then.
Mm-hmm.
And then they judge without even trying to help. I feel like if you've never tried to prevent something from happening, you shouldn't talk. You just shouldn't say nothing about it. If you've seen where a child could have gone because it takes a village, that junk went away with our parents' generation.
Oh yeah.
It went all the way away. Oh, no village. And then the people, okay, for instance, like I'll be talking about how my mama was treated by people. The people who decide to live their lives differently, they the outcast too. And it's like, oh, since she's so much better than us, we ain't helping her with nothing. She got to go to work. I ain't helping her with her kids. Let her find out where she gonna take care of them kids. I ain't doing nothing for her since she's so good. So it's like both sides. The ones that looked at themselves as we're different, because we do different things from them. Like you see a person that's doing good with their life, and instead of like being inspired by it, you hate on it. Exactly. And you try to make their life harder because they're doing good. That's where the division came in at. It's both sides. The person who's turning their nose at the bad ones, and the bad ones who jealous because the other person has done something different, because it ain't good or bad. Like they literally just made different decisions than you. Not better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
Just different. And they had a different outcome.
We need to learn to accept those differences though, because there's a certain sect of Black people that look at the people, the dances and oh, they promiscuous, they fast or whatever. They just live differently than you. You should be allowed to make your own choice. If we learn to accept everybody, it'll be okay. Just accept, as long as you're not hurting somebody else.
Some people is just like really comfortable in their skin. They're not promiscuous. They've accepted themselves sexually in a way that you have not. They're not promiscuous. They're comfortable in their skins. And a lot of the times that comes from y'all being jealous because you could never.
Exactly. Y'all are repressed.
You're insecure and you're afraid to be that.
Right.
Every time I see somebody judge somebody like Lizzo or whatever, nobody want to see that. Who gives a fuck what you think?
Probably be in the mirror trying to do the same thing Lizzo be doing. But you ain't got the balls to do it outside. Exactly. So you gonna say something to her.
Her boldness is awesome. Look, I don't give a damn what you think.
And I don't even think is like, she literally normal to me. Exactly. People who be making a big deal about the stuff that she do is weird to me, because she just do the same thing that everybody else be doing.
Yeah, it's just the way she carries herself. She is confident.
Right.
And they can't handle that.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Oh my God, a fat girl being confident? I'm fat.
We can't have that.
I'm not confident and I'm fat. I don't like it. Or I'm skinny, but I'm not confident. I don't like it.
Yeah, they don't like it. They can't deal with it.
That's the thing. Stop looking at it that way, people. I want you to start embracing your own confidence. And if you want to do it, then do it. And be unapologetic about it. And if somebody else has something to say about it, fuck them.
Right.
Just keep
The
doing
same
what
way they be tearing Chloe down and comparing Chloe and Halle and oh she did the wrong thing. She went in the wrong direction. She should have stayed where she should have did what Halle did, and Halle doing better than her. Both of them are doing very well
Fantastic.
they
in
are
their
both.
careers. Like what do y'all see one doing better than the other one at?
Both of them are extremely talented.
Right.
And
Doing way
they-
better than everybody that's hating on both of them. They doing
One
way better than
one just decided to focus more on her acting, and one decided to focus more on her music. But Chloe has also done movies.
Right. Yep.
So where do y'all see that at?
leading role.
Right.
Leading
Where do
role.
y'all see that at? Because Halle did a Disney movie, you think that's better because it was bigger, I guess you could say. They're both still doing the same things.
Right. And they both sitting back laughing at all these people making big deals.
Right. And best believe if Chloe wanted to be in a movie like that and she auditioned, 9 times out of 10, she would have got that part.
Uh-huh.
You
Yep.
know, Chloe and Halle are both at that level right now where people are throwing movies at them just because they are who they
Yeah.
are.
She
So I
literally could
guarantee
have
you,
gotten Ariel
she
too.
probably turning
Like,
roles
what you
down. Look,
mean?
I don't want to do that. I'd rather do this. You know,
Right.
You get to
Yeah,
start making that choice now.
She has the
Y'all so
option
dumb.
for anything.
Y'all think y'all know everybody's life. Y'all don't know them people life. Like she literally can get any role she want. She's at that, bro. She's signed by Beyonce. Ain't nobody telling her no.
Yep. Just
Tell
her
you-
having Beyonce backing her is enough.
Yeah. Are you crazy?
I told
y'all,
you what
y'all
they're gonna do
funny.
in like 5 or 7 years, maybe a little bit longer, because they young, probably in maybe 10 years, they're gonna go on a joint tour and sell out around the world because they both are legitimate stars by
And they gonna
themselves.
kill the movies. They did Grownish together. Like
Right.
y'all want them girls to be together their whole life. They trying to find themselves. They trying to be individuals, and y'all are villainizing them for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
They did
stupid.
they did the same thing on a smaller scale to Tia and Tamara.
Yeah.
They did. Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, Tia doing this and Tamara would.
Tamara
They're not
not
even
doing
family. No, they're not family no more. It's
And
just
they
like,
tried to make it a race thing. Oh, she reject her black side. She white. Tia black. Tia doing black roles. Tamara doing white roles. Like y'all don't know these people's lives. Shut up.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. People always think they know what's going on when they don't. They have no clue.
let them black women rock.
Right.
Because I love it. I love it.
too.
Every time I see Halle get a role or Chloe get a role, I'm like, I like
Right.
this song. I like you said,
Her
I'm gonna at
album was
least give it
good.
one listen.
Because
And if
I
I don't like
support
it, I
them
don't like it.
100%. I support them 100%. I'm not about to sit and hate on them because, like, I'm not gonna sit and hate on nobody for doing something. Maybe like you had a vision of what you thought they should be doing. You're the one that's in the wrong
Mm-hmm.
because that
That
ain't
was
your
your
life.
vision.
Why you looking at their life talking about what they should and should not be doing?
Yeah.
You out of line. Who told you that Chloe was supposed to be a good girl and not be I guess you sexual or whatever? Who told you that was her personality? You just assumed that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, she seems more comfortable being this person, being who she is.
Mm-hmm.
So who are you to say that she deviated from the plan? This is who this girl is. Leave her alone.
Right.
It's
That's
so
the thing
weird.
with America. America is always worried about what someone else is doing.
Yeah.
Even in other countries, we always going over to other countries dealing with other people's problems.
Right.
But we can't handle our own shit.
That's what we talked about on the
Exactly.
podcast with the prison guard. That's the whole reason why we got into the Iraq war. It's just like, nah, they over there. That's not our
Let those
concern.
people handle their business.
They want to
did
go
not-
over there and fuck their own shit up. Let them do it.
Exactly. They could have did that by themselves. They didn't want.
And they don't allow the same thing in return. Ain't nobody looking over here trying to tell us what to do. And
Mm-mm.
baby, if they start doing that,
Right,
They
Iraq is
should.
about to come over here.
baby, if they start doing that, we'll be in trouble.
Yep.
they got a lot of stuff to jump on us for too.
Yes.
Y'all still over there beating up trans people?
Yes.
You know what? Y'all about to get fucked up. You know what? We need to change our government. No.
They started picking us apart. You'll be in trouble, bro. Y'all need to mind y'all business.
I don't know how to do that. America does not know how to mind its own business.
Never has, though. If you think about the history of America, it never has.
Yeah,
we was getting involved in stuff that the basis of this country was getting involved with the Native American people. That none of their business.
Mind other people. They not living right. They need to be doing better than this. I don't like how they living. Let's show these savages how to live.
They really thought that they was helping, just like they really thought that they was helping the African people when they went over there.
Let's show these savages how to live.
We gonna give y'all guns and gold and stuff, and just give us some people. Like, we helping y'all out. Like, nigga, we was fine before you came.
Yeah.
That man just give us some people. The fools did it.
They did it.
The fools did it.
That's shiny. And that go boom.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, hey. Jumbo. y'all going with these people. They gave us guns.
That's wild, bro. Like, that's so wild. If you really think about it, though, they was just like,
that's really
we are better than you, so we can go over there. You know, they was like, can you imagine meeting some people over there? I discovered America.
Silly.
No, but Christopher Columbus dumbass is the worst to me when he sit there, come over here and was like, I found India. Indians.
They ain't never been lost, my nigga. You ain't found nothing.
Shit, they was here when you got it.
I discovered you. What?
Bro, you know how narcissistic you have to be to think like that.
Yeah, I really don't understand how he figured he discovered some shit when there was people here already.
That was already there.
You can't discover some shit that people already habitate. Like, it don't work like that.
Exactly, it don't work.
And that's what I've been saying. Like, Black people, I understand y'all trying to find, those of us trying to find a way out, but we cannot act like them. We cannot do the same thing. We cannot go to people's country and say, hey, this land is ours. So, like, don't come here. We about to build us a society because we don't like what's going on over there. So we just gonna come and take y'all. You can't do that.
Nope.
You'll be just like them.
We more likely to have a chance together if we go to the Native Americans. Honestly, there was a point where we could have at the point where we could have linked up and whooped their asses. Like, they would, if the Native Americans and us would be like, what they do to y'all?
I was talking to a dude, a Native American guy in my DMs about our connection, like his tribe's connection with my people, and how they at one point used to stick together, and then it always gonna be them few that's gonna deviate from the plan and be like, well, they say they gonna give me this, so I'm gonna help them out. I don't really like what y'all doing over here, so I'm gonna help them out.
I wish that we could like do that now, like, and just see that, look, they trying to divide us, but we have way more in common than we do apart. And I think that's the big reason why they killed Fred Hampton, because he was going there to other people that was like us, be like, look, you poor, I'm poor too. Oh shit. And it was like, oh no, if they get linked too much up, no, we got to make one of them think that the other one the enemy. That's the biggest trope ever. No, don't look at us, look at them.
They turn everybody against us, and then us against each other.
Yeah,
right.
Because the diaspora war that be going on is the stupidest thing to me. We don't like y'all. We don't like, and a lot of Africans say that they don't like African Americans because they were teased in school. They were called names in school like like African Americans literally called each other names in school.
Yep.
Like, if that's the excuse, we don't like you shouldn't like each other either. I got called African booty scratcher and all that too.
Right.
I got called all those names, and I never hated nobody for it. I immediately understood why things were the way that they were. I couldn't articulate it, but I definitely got it. I definitely understood. I definitely didn't hate people, but I also get it. But to like the whole like group us all together.
Colorism is real, but the fact is we are way more alike. We are each other.
We
like, come on
are.
now. We just don't know exactly where we came from. So teach us
African
about
Americans definitely were dumb.
Teach us our roots, because I'm not gonna go over there and pretend that I'm better than anybody if I go to another country.
Me neither.
I want to go over there and learn. I'm a sponge. I'm gonna go over there and soak up what you tell me. Like, look, this is how we do things. This is our culture. Cool.
We are like, and we don't be having those conversations. Like we had that conversation with Thembea, I think is her name. Thembeka. We see that. But I feel like too, it's some people who just don't want us to have nothing in common. It feels nice to be superior than somebody, even if it's people that you should get along with the most.
Exactly.
So it's like
that was a really
we
good
gonna
conversation.
We gonna
that
one day
needs to happen more.
Like we just gonna keep hating y'all over some high school stuff. It's weird to me.
But you know what though? Right. A lot of them, this generation over there is waking up too though. This generation over there, because we had that conversation with her, and I told you I got on her live, and all of them were so welcoming to me.
Mm-hmm. No, it is definitely not everybody, but the ones that be holding on to it is like I went through the same exact things with my own people.
Right. You know how much I got clowned
and
on?
I knew why. Like it didn't make me hate them. It just made me okay.
Yeah.
And
I've been called white so much, it's not funny.
Same. Oreo.
Like I don't care about all
you
of
act white. You act white because you're reading a book.
That's wild, bro.
We used to be like that. If we wanted to learn some shit, they was lame.
Yeah, you lame. You act right. Oh, you like school? You're white.
Look at you over there getting A's on tests. What?
You're a white person because you like school. We all were cut in class and you're in the classroom.
Look at this
You're white.
over here
lame. You a nerd.
Over here learning.
Right.
Ridiculous.
It's real though. It is real.
It is. They were ridiculous.
Yep.
They were, but not enough to hate. Not enough to hate. But we all process our trauma different.
Yep.
Definitely.
I can't say that it was traumatic to me. I knew that I was judging them too, so I did not care what they were saying about me.
I understand the trauma part of it, but overcoming it is realizing that those kids are not there now. It's like those are not all of us.
Right.
There's so many people like us that want to go over there and soak up. We all don't think that y'all live in huts over there. We know that we know that it's beautiful over there. We know that they're trying to make us think that it's not. But if I got a chance to, I would definitely move over there.
Right. I just ain't trying to be like them other folks. I feel like somebody invite me. I feel better about coming.
I've got invites to Ghana, to Kenya, South Africa, Eswatini, Nigeria. So I'm definitely gonna cash in.
Y'all see this? Invite me.
Please.
I ain't getting no invite yet. People just keep telling me that I look Ghanaian, and my answer is always I'm Gullah. Whatever that means. That's what I am. But anyways, we've been on here for a long time talking.
I think this is two episodes.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thank y'all for watching. This was definitely different. It was fun. I had fun. Hopefully y'all got to see a different side of us. And I got other games, like the game that I've been working on, the questions and stuff is gonna bring out more. So like when we got the full cast, we're gonna play that. We're gonna play that.
Definitely.
We're gonna play that game and y'all go see more of us. But thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about the games that we were playing, also the advice that we was giving, because I thought that was like the funniest part. The funniest
That
part
was
of
really
this.
funny.
Let us know make y'all judgments about us, about the advice that we give. Okay.
For real.
But thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Peace out, everybody.